know, as we have seen ourselves, that some people never made it out of Shaban, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed that they would not survive Shaban and they would not witness Ramadan. So none of us should be taking it easy that we have reached Ramadan. We should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the dua we made before Ramadan was Allahumma balighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, help us to witness Ramadan. And now that we are in Ramadan, then we make the dua, Allahumma taqabbal minna. Oh Allah, accept from us, of course, our prayer, our fasting, our sadaqah, and so forth. This first 10 nights of Ramadan, we want to focus on a couple topics, or a couple points, two things. First is, what is Ramadan about? And what should we be thinking about every single day as we fast and we go through the days? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it very easy for us by explaining in the Quran why fasting was made obligatory or prescribed upon us. Why fasting is so important. All the prophets that came before were prescribed fasting in some form. It was only with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that it took on the form that we follow today, which is that fasting happens during the month of Ramadan, that there is a suhoor that you eat, there is an iftar, there is the taraweeh, the qiyam, and so forth. In the Quran about this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Kutiba alaykumus siyam, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that fasting, kutiba, has been prescribed for you. Kama kutiba, as it was prescribed to those who came before you. And the reason given for this, it is not, and sometimes you and I make a mistake when we explain to people, the people who are not Muslims say, what is fasting? Why do you fast? We make the mistake of saying fasting is not eating or drinking. This is an aspect of keeping the fast. Fasting is for what? In that verse that I recited, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِن قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So that you and I may achieve taqwa. Taqwa itself gives every human being the ability to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in charge. He is fully aware of everything we do, including the thoughts that we do not express. And so when we are fasting, we are trying to achieve that heightened state of consciousness. What this means is that the body when you are fasting and when your body has not eaten, when we have not been drinking, most of that blood is actually rushing towards the brain, where a lot of thinking can occur, where a lot of reflection can occur on all of the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us. This His predecessors, the Salaf as-Salih, said that taqwa is as if you are walking with your thobe or your jubbah and you're walking through an area or a path that has thorns on it. So you realize conscious of what's happening. Somebody may say, well, there's not many times in my life when I walk through an area where there are thorns. To give you another example of taqwa, the moment you see a police car ahead, or if you use Waze as your GPS or Google Maps, and you see the blue helmet of a policeman, you become get a ticket. This is approximately the consciousness that we are talking about, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is majestic, is in charge. So shouldn't we be aware? Because we cannot do something which is not allowed for us, which is what? We should not turn the day into night and the night into day. This is not the spirit to work for the family, is going to our jobs, is going to the university, going to public schools. As you know, every 30 years, Ramadan cycle. They will have to fast and go to school. Taqwa tells them that if they're struggling in the path of Allah, Allah do our best to be worthy of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used mercy to describe get hotter as the summer gets underway. You will think of mercy when it is very hot, when you're sweating, uncomfortable. How do we try to be worthy of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? One of the ways is to show America are unemployed or underemployed, having difficulty making ends meet. When you reflect mercy in 100 parts, in 100 parts. He kept 99 parts with himself. And it takes off. Think of the horse and anything else. I can give you this example of mercy among creation. I was rushing. Had against or for the cat. As I walked past the cat, she was lying, and I saw I will not let you, I will have mercy over my unborn offspring, and I will cover and protect all. The root of the word mercy is actually the root of the word very serious memory making exercise. All of the research, and I teach at Howard University, show them that we love this religion. We struggle at work, at university, at public schools, but we still focus on our religion. If the children have good memories of Islam, of Ramadan, of suhoor, of iftar, of taraweeh, of qiyam as a family, even when they leave us, when they go away to college, when they go off and form a family of their own, all of the research tells us if they had good memories as young people, they will maintain a strong connection to their religion later on in life. If they have poor or weak memories, then they have no connection with the religion. By the time they get older, there's no reason for them to look and they say, I don't know, my mother used to pray, I don't know what good it does, why do I have to pray? I saw my dad fasting, it didn't really change him too much, why would I fast? I saw them reading Quran, but it didn't change their akhlaq, their behavior, why would I read Quran? Slowly, it starts to trim away at their faith and their conviction. We are urging you to make time to have good memories with the children. On the weekends, wake up together if you cannot do it on the weekdays as a family, to do suhoor together. Plan for the iftar together. The Diyanet Center is a beautiful place to come for iftar. Come as a family, stay as a family, pray as a family, and let the children realize how important staying close to Allah is for this society and for our well-being. Brothers and sisters, as we close out, inshallah, before we make the adhan for Isha, I want to again remind you, we began by talking about taqwa. This is the month for 29 nights, 30 days, we focus on God consciousness. Number two, about mercy and rahmah, that we need to transform society through showing them mercy. This entire American population cannot have over 3 to 6 million Muslims fasting for 1 month and no change is seen in the society. As I close, make good memories.